What up, crew? Greetings from the Bradford Drive basement, snowy Syracuse, New York. Missing you guys, been thinking about you a lot this week. I know things have been a little bit crazy. We've been praying for you all, and I wanted to share what's going to be happening this week in crew and also a bit of encouragement from the scriptures. So first, Psalm 46. Psalm 46 verse 10 says, "Be still and know that I'm God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." A popular verse, but there's some other things in this psalm that are also helpful and encouraging right now. First of all, it talks about where we can find our joy. So one of the reasons why I love this psalm is that it describes God as our refuge and strength, as an ever-present help in trouble. And then it says, "Therefore we will not fear." And so part of us taking up God on his offer to be our refuge means that we find joy. If you read on in that psalm, it says, "There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells." The interesting thing about Jerusalem, which was the city of God, is that it does not have a river that flows through it. But it says that there is a river whose streams make glad the city of God. And that river we know is God's presence with us. So during this time when things are crazy, we can find our joy not in our circumstances or our physical things, but in God's spiritual presence among us. And that's good news. And secondly, this psalm also helps us to understand a little bit about the craziness that's going on in the world right now. So it talks about finding joy in God and also understanding the craziness, because if you read this psalm, it refers to how nations are in uproar, kingdoms are falling. A little on later in the psalm, it talks about the desolations that God brings on the earth, that he breaks the bow, he shatters the spear, and he burns the shields with fire. So basically, as God's carrying out his purposes in the world, as he's making things right, it is not always peaceful or serene. But we can take refuge in the fact that he is our refuge and our strength, and that he will be exalted, and that he is with us, and that we can find our joy in him. So perhaps a psalm for you guys to think about in the coming days as you spend some alone time with God. But now on to some things that are going to be happening in crew this week. First, we have community groups that are happening this week remotely. So in this email, you should find some links to Google Hangouts or Zoom calls. You can log on to those. Make sure you have the Google Hangout app on your device, or you've downloaded the Zoom app so you can log on to those calls. And one of those is going to be our weekly meeting. So our crew Thursday weekly meeting is going to be happening at 8:30. Note the time change, 8:30. Looking forward to seeing you all then. And Friday, we'll have our Friday prayer and praise, because even though we're not on campus, hey, it's not a reason to stop praising God and lifting up our requests to him. So looking forward to seeing you all this week. Blessings in the name of Jesus. Peace.